Hey guys, what's up? It's Johnny. Well, happy 2026. We made it. Uh, it's been a long, hard road for 2025, and well, 2026 is finally here. Let's see what happens. A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. I do have a bunch of goals for 2026, and that's kind of what this video is about. Some of which are personal, some of which are for here on YouTube. And yeah, so, let's get into it. So, as I mentioned in my year in review, I have this month my hearing for my SSI SSD. And if I do get it, I do have some plans. One of which is definitely getting my own place. I mentioned in the year in review I live in a shelter in Newark. Well, I want out. I definitely want out. I want my own place. As I even said in that video, once I'm out, I'm going to kind of do, I guess if you will, an expose video on the shelter that I lived in. So, so anyway, so some of my goals. Now, yes, a lot of these do go on if I get my SSI SSD. One of which is, like I said, my own place. That's a big one. I don't care if it's a one-bedroom apartment. I don't care if it's a studio apartment. But I want it to be in Union County. Without a doubt. I want it to be in Union County. So, another thing I mentioned in my year in review is I want to get my license. Now, I had my permit years ago, but I lost it in my cousin Wayne's rental car when he came up from Virginia. Never got it back. Never went, got a new one, never went and retried after it expired. Honestly, because I kind of didn't want to deal with it. I mean, it took me like 7-8 times to get it the first time. But I digress. So, like I said, I do want to go back and get my license, finally. I want to get my pickup. I want to get a pickup truck. I love pickups. Because you can do so much with them. You can haul stuff, everything. Besides that, I was actually thinking, maybe not in 2026, maybe 2027 as a goal, but possibly 2026. I'd eventually maybe like to get my motorcycle license. But I wouldn't be getting a traditional motorcycle because, well, I can't even ride a traditional bike. I would have to get one of those trikes. And yes, I would get a trike, not a T-Rex. In case you don't know the difference, T-Rex is the two wheels in the front, one wheel in the back. The trike is, think about like a traditional kid's trike. One wheel in the front, two wheels in the back. And that's what I want, is a trike. So I'd love to get that. I'd like to travel in 2026. I'd like to go out to Nevada to go see family. Go see my cousins on my dad's side. My cousin Chrissy, my cousin Bobby and his girlfriend Carly, their new baby. Spend some time in Hawthorne with them and in Reno. Go see the Reno Aces for my baseball channel, which, again, Baseball Lover 1984 link down in the description. Come subscribe. I want to make content for that. I'd like to get, 2 games there. One just kind of like a boys' night with me, my cousin Bobby, and his two sons, Logan, Lolo, and Edward, Eddie. The three of us just have a boys' night. Go to a ball game, go have some fun. And then, of course, just do one with, like, the family. So, again, hopefully get the boys. Me, Carly, Bobby, Chrissy. Bring the baby, of course. I mean, unless they want to get a babysitter. Then also, while I'm in Nevada, I'd head over to Vegas for a week. This is going to be a 2-week trip, if it works out. And I'm going to spend a week in Vegas with my Aunt Kathy, my Uncle Eric, my cousin Sean. Go hit up some of the casinos in Vegas. Because for those of you who don't know, I am a chip collector. Whenever I go to a casino, I always try to keep one $1 chip from the casino. If I can ever find my collection that I have from here in Jersey for Atlantic City, I'll show you some of the chips that I actually collected from the casinos I was at. Some I did buy on eBay, I'll admit. But still, I'll show you my collection. But yeah, also while in Vegas, again, for more content for my Baseball Lover channel, go see 2 games of Las Vegas Aviators. And again, go hit the casinos, do some vlogging for this channel. Just like I would with Hawthorne and Reno, go hit up some casinos in Reno. Do some vlogging for this channel. With that, I would do like daily videos. With both Vegas and Hawthorne/Reno. I already have thumbnails set up for it, if it does happen. Another trip I'd like to take is down to Virginia. I'd go see my cousin Wayne and his family, his wife Rachel, and, my second cousins. He's not really my cousin, but growing up, he always called my mom Aunt. So, little kid mentality, it was always like, well, you're calling my mom Aunt, so does that mean we're cousins? We've just always called each other cousins since then. What else? But yeah, while in Virginia, Wayne and I want to go to the Marine Corps Museum. Because, for those of you who know, the Marines hold a very special place in my heart because of my grandfather. He was a World War II U.S. Marine. He meant the world to me. And, I want to go see that, in memory of him. My cousin, William, who's the third, because, my Uncle Bill was named after my grandfather, so he was a junior, my grandfather was a senior, so my cousin is the third. Now, for stuff for this channel, in general, like I said, if I do get to do some of these trips where I travel, I'm going to be doing vlogs while I'm there. Also, too, like while I'm in Reno and Vegas, I want to do some eating videos. I see a lot of them here on YouTube, and I'd like to get in on that. Like one place definitely in Vegas I kind of want to go to is the Heart Attack Grill. Not going to lie. I'm not 350 pounds anymore, so I can't eat for free, but, I would like to tackle some of their burgers. I've seen videos. They look really good. I also have a list of places I wouldn't mind trying to eat at. Places I've found here on YouTube through food vloggers and Food Network, Guy Fieri. Reno, I don't know yet. I haven't really looked deep into Reno yet. That's probably going to be my next thing. I mean, this trip isn't going to be until the summer if I get it. So, I've got time to plan. So for this channel, like I said, if I do those trips, daily vlogs, which means I'm going to be busy editing too. Fun. Good thing I love it. I'm going to keep doing the karaokes. I'm going to try to do special karaokes for like special holidays. Um, I can tell you, watch out, because Juggalo Day is coming up, and I mentioned I am a Juggalo. And I did a very special. I recorded it already. It's edited. It's put together. It's on the channel. It's just waiting to be put on. It's hidden. But yeah, I'm probably also gonna dive deeper into me. Different aspects of me, which is what this channel is made for. It's me. That's the reason why this is called This Is Me. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing that, and I'm gonna try to have some fun with it. I'm gonna try to do more countdown videos, even though, well, some of them keep getting flagged for copyrights. Hopefully, they'll still go up. When the new season of Helluva comes out, I'm gonna try to do some videos on Helluva. As time keeps going. I'm not able to do reactions like some of the other reactors, but, I'll give you my thoughts on the episode, like after I watch it. Again, things work out, and I do get my apartment. Obviously, you're going to get an apartment tour. What else? I'd like to do some more interactive stuff, which I'm going to put on my Facebook for anybody who does follow me on Facebook. I'm going to ask some questions. I want to know, my old YouTube channel, I had this thing called Ask Johnny. I'd like to start that back up. Have some of my friends just ask me questions, and I'll answer them on here. Have some fun with it. What else in 2026? I'm going to keep my weight loss journey up. 2025, I did lose a lot. I started out the year almost close to 400 pounds. Last time I got weighed at my psych, I was like 266. So, yeah, I lost a lot of weight. I think a lot of people can see it. If you look back at some of my older videos, even in Baseball Lover, if you take a look at some of those videos and look at me now, I'm hoping I can maybe find love. It's been just about 14 years since I've been with somebody who at least said that they loved me in that way. And I'm hoping I can find that forever person. So, let's see what happens in 2026. Like I said, I'm going to try to keep up content for all the channels, for both my channels. This one, Baseball Lover. I want to try to maybe do some unboxings. Maybe if I can, especially I get my SSI, SSD, get my food stamps back. Maybe try to do some taste test videos. Try to get some stuff, like especially some of the new stuff that comes out, and try them. I'm honestly thinking about maybe creating an Instagram specifically for me. I have an Instagram for Baseball Lover, but just create one specifically for me. Have some fun with it. But, we'll see. We'll definitely have to see. But, those are some of my plans for 2026. What more can I say? Let's let 2026 happen. And, hopefully, come January 31st of 2026, I can give you guys a good recap. So, until next time, everybody. Peace out. I will see you guys later.